What's up, guys? JP here, and I'm going to be bringing you guys another review, um, and it is Maniac Cop 3 Badge of Silence. Maniac Cop 3 Badge of Silence came out in the year 1993, the final film in the trilogy. Um, a little while ago I did the Maniac Cop 1 and 2 reviews, and which I really like both films. I think I like Maniac Cop 2 the best. So immediately, right after that, I thought I was gonna watch Maniac Cop 3. I started watching it, and I didn't. I wasn't really getting it. I couldn't really get into it at the time. I don't know if it was just because um, it wasn't very engaging, or it was I was just like tired of watching Maniac Cop movies, and so I decided to wait a while to watch it. I only watched like 15 minutes of it or something. So then today I decided to watch it, and I believe it was directed and written by the same two people. I believe William Lustig directed it, and Larry Cohen wrote it. Um, and it still feels like a Maniac Cop movie, but it doesn't feel as um, it doesn't really feel like it adds anything to the series. If anything, it kind of lowers the bar. Because Maniac Cop 2 was much better in my opinion. Um, this one doesn't feel as big. It doesn't feel as entertaining. The characters aren't, um, as likable or as interesting. Um, there's nothing really too memorable about this one besides, I guess, the ending. Like, I don't remember much. Like the kills weren't too great or anything. I think it has a lower body count than Part Two because Part Two had a pretty high one, if I'm remembering correctly. So the story basically is there's a female cop, and she gets called to um, a hostage situation, and there's this crazed out dude, looks like a junkie, trying to rob a pharmacy or something. He got a hostage. She goes in there. She ends up shooting him, and the hostage ended up being, in on the whole scam thing. And then the hostage ends up shooting her, while the female cop kills the hostage also. So there was also a camera crew who followed her in there, and they basically take the footage and they edit it to make it look like she just gunned down the hostage, and then she's in a coma, and everybody thinks that she was a bad cop and stuff. And I guess the Maniac Cop, Officer Cordell, gets resurrected through this voodoo crap, and he's mad about it or something. I didn't really understand the motives behind the Maniac Cop and stuff. You know, I understood. In the first and second one, he was wronged by the by the people in the police station and stuff. They basically kind of framed him or whatever, or can't really remember what happened, but you know, they screwed him over somehow, and he was basically getting revenge. But in this one, he's just kind of um, goes on a killing spree for kind of uh, I don't know, just for the, I guess, to because he's pissed because the girl's getting blamed for something she didn't do. But I don't know why he's really killing like hospital nurses and stuff. None of the kills were really memorable. And another thing, this one doesn't really have that New York type feel that the other, the city type feel that the other two had, which I really liked. Um, Overall, I just wasn't really that into this one. I did have kind of um, I, I don't know. I went into it thinking that it wasn't going to be too good because people, word on the street was that it wasn't, it's the least good one. So I did kind of go into it thinking that it wasn't going to be good, but I think even if I didn't, I wouldn't have enjoyed it that much. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just really okay for a third sequel, I guess. Um, you know, if you like the Maniac cop movies, it's worth at least one watch, I think. Um, and the whole there's a whole end scene. Like, if you remember my Maniac Cop 2 review, I really liked the ending where he was set on fire, and I like when people get set on fire for some reason. I think it's really interesting. You know, it looks pretty crazy. It looks like it's, you know, hard to pull off, especially to get a lot of footage of people on fire, because they probably have to keep putting them out and then relighting them and stuff. Takes probably really time consuming. But in this one, the guy gets lit on fire and chases him in a car for like a really long time, and it's just kind of, at first it's like, well, holy crap, kind of funny, but then it's like just kind of getting a little ridiculous. Like, the dude's still on fire for so long. um but you know, not the worst movie ever, but I probably won't be watching this. I definitely won't. If I want to watch a Maniac Cop movie, it's definitely going to be probably part two or part one. Probably won't watch this one too much. But that's basically my review on it, guys. You know, leave me a comment if you've seen it or whatever. You know, the usual. And catch you guys later.